Are you in love and wondering if it's with the right person? This is a question that has perplexed many of us at one point or another. It's like trying to solve a puzzle with pieces that keep shifting and changing. But here's the thing. Love doesn't have to be a riddle. There are signs, little telltales that can guide us. That's what we're going to talk about today. We'll delve into the heart of relationships, shedding light on those elusive signs that indicate you're with the right person. This isn't about creating unrealistic expectations or painting an overly rosy picture of love. It's about helping you reflect, understand, and appreciate the love you have in your life. So, sit back, relax, and prepare for a journey of self-discovery and affirmation. Stay tuned as we unravel the 5 lucky signs that you're in love with the right person. Imagine a day where every action, every word, every decision is respected, not questioned. Sounds ideal, right? Now let's step into the world of Jake and Lily, a couple who've been together for 3 years. Their relationship is not a fairy tale, but it's something even better. It's real, it's raw, and it's respectful. Jake is an artist, while Lily is a tech whiz. On the surface, they're as different as chalk and cheese. But here's where the magic happens. They respect their differences. Jake doesn't understand the ins and outs of coding, and Lily can't tell a Monet from a Manet, but they respect each other's passions. Jake admires Lily's ability to speak in code, and Lily, in turn, appreciates Jake's way of turning a blank canvas into a masterpiece. Their respect goes beyond just their interests. It extends to their decisions, their choices, and their individual spaces. When Lily decides to pull an all-nighter to meet a project deadline, Jake respects her commitment. He doesn't insist on a shared dinner or movie night. Similarly, when Jake chooses to spend a weekend at an art retreat, Lily doesn't protest. She understands his need for creative rejuvenation. This mutual respect creates an environment of trust and acceptance. They don't attempt to change each other, but rather they embrace their differences. They understand that respect is not about agreeing all the time, but about honoring each other's individuality and autonomy. In a world that constantly pushes us to conform, to fit in, respect is like a breath of fresh air. It's about acknowledging that we're all unique with our own quirks and idiosyncrasies. And it's these very quirks that make us who we are. So, take a moment and reflect. Does your relationship have a healthy dose of respect? Do you value your partner's choices, their interests, their decisions? Do you celebrate their individuality instead of trying to mold them into someone else? If you and your partner respect each other's choices and decisions, you might just be with the right person. Picture this: 2 people, different in so many ways, yet united by their shared values and beliefs. It's like 2 distinct melodies harmonizing into a beautiful symphony. It's a fascinating sight, isn't it? Now, let's dive into the world of Sam and Alex. Sam, a software engineer, is a tech enthusiast who spends his weekends tinkering with the newest gadgets. Alex, on the other hand, is a high school teacher with a passion for literature and an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. On the surface, they seem like they're from 2 different worlds, yet they've been together for 5 years, and their bond only gets stronger with each passing day. How is this possible, you might wonder? Well, the secret lies in their shared values. Both Sam and Alex believe in continuous learning. They respect each other's interests and actively support their individual quests for knowledge. They both value honesty, understanding, and trust. These shared values have become the foundation of their relationship, guiding them through the ups and downs of life. For instance, when Sam was offered a job in a different city, they had to make a tough decision. The prospect of long distance was daunting, but their shared value of supporting each other's career growth helped them navigate this challenge. They decided to give it a shot, trusting that their bond would withstand the distance. And guess what? It did. Their shared values led them through, making their relationship even stronger. This story illustrates how shared values play a crucial role in a relationship. They act as the compass, guiding the relationship through stormy seas and calm waters alike. They provide a common ground, a meeting point where 2 different individuals can connect and understand each other. They help in resolving conflicts, in making decisions, and in creating a bond that gets stronger with time. So if you and your partner share common values, it's a lucky sign that you're with the right one. Remember that infectious laughter, that joy you feel when you're with your partner? That's genuine happiness. It's the 3rd sign that you're in love with the right person. Picture this: a couple who we'll call Jack and Jill. They've been together for a few years, and they've had their share of ups and downs, but through it all, there's been one consistent thread that has kept them together: their shared joy. Every time Jack sees Jill, his eyes light up. Her happiness is his happiness. When she excited about something, whether it's a small accomplishment at work or a new book she's reading, he feels that excitement too. It's as if her joy is contagious, spreading to him and making him feel alive. And it's not just Jack. Jill feels the same way. When Jack is happy, she's happy. She finds joy in his successes, his passions, even his quirks. His laughter brings a smile to her face, and his happiness feels like a warm blanket wrapped around her. This shared joy, this genuine happiness, is not about grand gestures or extravagant gifts. It's about the small, everyday moments that fill their hearts with warmth. It's about the laughter they share, the shared experiences that bring them joy, the shared dreams and aspirations that make them look forward to the future. Now think about your own relationship. Do you feel a surge of happiness when your partner is happy? Do you find joy in their passions, their dreams, their quirks? Do you feel a sense of contentment just by being in their presence, sharing in their happiness? If you do, then that's a good sign. It's a sign that you're with the right person, because in the end, love is about happiness. It's about finding joy in each other's company, about making each other's happiness your own. So if your partner's happiness is your happiness, you may very well be with the right person. Ever noticed how some couples can talk about anything and everything? That's effective communication. Imagine a couple. Let's call them Jane and John. They've been together for a while now, and they have this incredible knack for being able to discuss anything under the sun. Whether it's a heated debate about the best pizza topping or a serious conversation about future plans, they always ensure to approach their discussions with an open mind and respect for each other's perspectives. But it wasn't always like this. Remember their early days? They struggled. They had disagreements that blew out of proportion because they just couldn't seem to understand where the other was coming from. It was then they realized that they needed to improve their communication. So, they did something about it. They made a conscious effort to listen more and speak less. They learned to express their feelings without blaming or criticizing each other. They started to use I statements instead of you statements. Instead of saying you make me feel ignored, they would say I feel ignored when you. This small shift in language made a huge difference. It took the blame out of the conversation and made it easier for the other person to understand their feelings. They also made sure to communicate their love and appreciation for each other regularly, not just on special occasions, but on ordinary days too. A simple I love you or I appreciate you can go a long way in making a person feel loved and valued. Soon, they noticed a change. Their arguments became less frequent and more constructive. They felt closer and more connected than ever before. Their relationship became a safe space where they could express their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or criticism. So, take a moment to reflect on your own communication patterns. Do you listen more than you speak? Do you express your feelings without blaming or criticizing your partner? Do you communicate your love and appreciation regularly? Remember, effective communication isn't just about talking. It's about listening, understanding, and expressing your feelings in a respectful and loving way. If you and your partner can talk about anything without fear or hesitation, it's a sign you're with the right person. Love, in its purest form, is unconditional. It doesn't keep score. It just is. Imagine a love that's as natural as breathing, as effortless as blinking. It's a love that doesn't demand, doesn't expect, and doesn't need anything in return. It's a love that's there on the good days and the not-so-good ones. In joy and in sorrow, in triumph and in defeat. This is the love that doesn't judge you for your past, doesn't fear your future, and embraces your present. It's a love that sees you, understands you, and accepts you just as you are. It's the kind of love that makes you want to be a better person, not because you feel you have to, but because you genuinely want to. And why is this love so essential? Because it's the love that stands the test of time, the love that withstands the storms of life, the love that remains even when everything else fades away. It's the love that tells you in no uncertain terms that you are cherished, valued, and adored, no matter what. If you love your partner unconditionally and feel the same love in return, congratulations, you're in love with the right person.